John, what was the difference tonight?
Well, we weren't as good as them on special teams, and we just weren't able to really get some pucks off the wall in the offensive zone and make it consistently difficult on their goaltender. They close really well, and we just have to be better and make those plays when they're there. Execution has to be higher.
How concerned are you about the 5-on-5 offense and how it really hasn't come this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we need it to be better, and we got to find ways to execute and break through there. So just going to stay with it. I think it's good. We're back at it tomorrow. Another challenge, and continue to have to be better and raise our game. And like you said, we have to find a way to break through there and be more consistent 5-on-5.
It seemed you guys would come back from adversity a little bit more than you have so far this year. Last year, whatever, score you out of trouble or play with your defense or something. This hasn't happened in those first few losses.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get off to a great start last year. It's not what we were looking for this year. You obviously want to get off to a good start. You go out there and play to win every game. Every game we've had a chance to win. Have we played to our capabilities yet? I don't believe so. So we're just going to stay with it and keep working. And obviously we have to find a way to get a result here and get things feeling better and building momentum from there. So it's good we get to go back at it tomorrow.
When guys are making mistakes individually that turn into goals, unfortunately, like what do you say to them, or what's in the room to keep their spirits up, sort of thing?
Well, I think we win and lose as a team. So it's a 60-minute hockey game, and there's thousands of plays that are made out there that are part of the whole sequence of the game. And mistakes happen. Some get magnified more than others, but we win and lose as a team, and everyone's got to be a lot better, including starting with myself.
You wanted, but how did you feel out there?
I was nervous the first shift, but every other shift was just better and better. And through the game, I felt more confident and no more nervous. So.
How did you like crowd and everything, and wearing the sweater the first time and all that?
Yeah, just for the first couple of minutes, it was kind of like wow. But after that, I was just trying to be calm down and think about the game and about myself.
What sort of challenge did the Kings bring tonight?
I don't know. They played hard, and it was the biggest challenge for us, and it's probably the most during the first couple of games that we already played, and they knew it. So that was the biggest challenge for us that they did. So.
How would you explain the gap between playing an AHL game and playing at that level right now?
Of course, way faster, but I would say like the guys here are more in a position where they should be, so it's maybe sometimes it's easier to make a play.
So you were back checking on the Arvidsson goal. Can you just take us through what happened there? It seemed like you guys had in the neutral zone, and then it came the other way pretty quick.
Yeah, it was turnover, and it was like 3-on-2, 2-on-1 kind of. So I was just trying to catch the pass, and it went through me. So it was just like play, probably. Yeah.
What's your perspective on the game?
My work is more easy than guys. Just to stop the puck. We didn't stop for puck today, and we lost the game.
How are you feeling? We understand you were under the weather, maybe feeling a little sick earlier this week. How are you feeling physically?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Last week, I don't know how to say in English, a little bit cough, and but I feel good right now.
If you get the call, would you be up for playing again tomorrow?
I don't know. I didn't talk to the coaches.
When was the last time you played both halves of a back-to-back?
I don't remember, but I was playing for sure.
Your teammates seem to struggle a little bit in front of you in your own zone. What do you see that's happening with the breakdowns in front of you?
No, easy to say, like this, like Aston doing not great, Samsonov not doing great, Michi not doing great, but this is about more for everybody. We need to get better, everybody, me, and we lost confidence a little bit last 3 games. We need to back to track.
Why do you think that is? The confidence can go like that because there's so much talent in the room.
Hard to say, but what time you lost 3 games in a row, for sure, and confidence a little bit lower. We don't have more smile.
Yeah.
No, like everyone.
It's very hard too with the power plays that are coming in. You guys are scoring. I think on the 1-2, did that guy hook your stick a little bit when you tried to come across?
What time for us? Or?
No, for them. The one goal, it looked like your stick got knocked out of your hand.
No, I didn't see pass very well. A little bit screaming. This guy's screaming pretty good. And try to hard as I can touch, hard as I can move. He scored. He's got a good shot.
Morgan, from your perspective, what's the difference in a game like tonight?
It's obviously close. I think if you look at it, special teams played a major factor. So we got to get that cleaned up. Played a big factor in the game against the Sharks the other night too.
3 losses in a row. The swordship's not working out the way you guys had hoped. Really, you just said maybe you guys are losing a little bit of confidence with the losses. How do you turn it around?
You keep confident. You keep working. You believe in your structure. You believe in your system. You believe in your teammates and the group that we have here. And that's what we're going to do.
5-on-5 scoring used to be kind of the calling card of this team, and you guys have struggled so far this year. What do you think is the biggest reason in your mind?
It's a good question. I'm not too sure. I do know whenever a team has a strength like that for multiple seasons in a row, teams, your opponent will start to key on things. It becomes more difficult. But I think for us, it's just a matter of keeping the confidence, keeping the positivity, and just continuing to work. I don't think anybody's getting discouraged. I don't think anybody expected to go 82-0. There's going to be bumps in the road, and this is a great opportunity for our team to prove our character, to compete, and to respond tomorrow night.
You're playing a lot from behind lately. How hard has that been on this team?
Yeah, it changes the game a little bit because if you're down in the third, you got to start pressing a little bit to create more offensive opportunities, try to tie the game up. So it's not a position that you want to be in. So that's on us. That's on the starts. Tonight would be a good example of that.
Mistakes happen all the time, obviously, but when 1 or 2 lead right to a goal, how do you keep your teammates' spirits up after something like that?
It's bound to happen. That stuff's going to happen. That's a beautiful thing about team sports. Is that at the end of the day, we lost as a team. And when you got guys out there that make great individual plays that lead to goals, overtime winners, whatever, you win as a team. There's no individualism to any extent. I don't believe in the end result of games, and that's why people love to play team sports.
Justin Hall, the puck seems to be bouncing against him at the moment right now. How can you support him and for the folks?
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's a great player for us, and he has been for a long time. He's a big part of our back end, and he plays good minutes for us. So there's really no concern there.
Then start with your thoughts on the game.
That's a pretty close game at 5-on-5, and special teams obviously the difference.
Samsonov was saying that 3 losses, maybe the confidence of the group has been shaken a little bit. What's your sense of that?
We don't lack confidence as a team. We just have to execute.
Why has there been a struggle, I guess, generating 5-on-5 offense? Because, yeah.
Well, you got to give some credit to the opposition, first of all. I think for the most part, we're getting the other team's best version of themselves. LA is coming off of a tough loss, and knew that they were going to be dialed in defensively here after giving up 6 the night before. They made it hard for us to get off the wall. I thought we spent too much time on the boards. Yet I thought at 5-on-5, it's like I said, it's a pretty even hockey game. The difference is the special teams, and then we give them some gifts for goals. That they didn't necessarily give us. So that's really the difference.
When guys make mistakes that turn into goals, mistakes are made all the time, but when they turn into goals like right away, how do you deal with that as a coach? How do you keep the players' spirits up? What do you do?
You talk about the fact. The game is filled with all sorts of plays and all sorts of things that are happening all the time, and you never know when your moment is the moment that makes a difference, either way, positively or negatively. So you just try to encourage and push your team to be really good in each moment. because you never know when that moment is the one that makes the difference, or the mistake that makes the difference. So that's where we've got to get better. While you're trying to find yourself as a team, you can't shoot yourself in the foot. And I thought we did that here today on at least 2 of the goals, if not 3 of the goals, where we just have to do a better job.
With the opposition presenting the best version of themselves, is it possible they're detecting some tendencies that you guys present on offense? Like, are they picking up on some things?
I don't think so. I think they know who our best people are. They know the job to do there. They know we had the #1 power play in the NHL last season. So all these things get their attention. All of that's going to happen. But our guys are used to playing through that, so that's no excuse, or that's not a reason why we should be going through what we are here. We got to find our way through that.
Filip Kral said he was nervous to start. What's your overall take on his first game?
Yeah, natural to be nervous, but I thought he did a good job. Our defenseman took a couple penalties, so we had to use him on the penalty kill, and that's a tall order for a guy in his first game. But I thought he did well. I thought he moved some pucks well, shot a couple pucks for us, got into the net, got us off the wall a couple times in the offensive zone. So I think it's all in all, it's a good performance by him.
Quick turnaround, but would you consider going back to Samsonov for tomorrow?
No.
What led to Jake Muzzin joining you guys on this trip?
Yeah, there's a specialist here in LA that he was seeing, so that's really the biggest reason why he's here.